Hi, my name is Rebecca from conquerbooks.com, and today we're talking agendas. I'm going to share with you 10 years of agenda history, the agenda that changed my life, and the agenda I'm switching to for 2021. Agendas have always been an important part of my process. Writing down to-do lists for work and chores at home, recording things that I just needed to remember for the next day, any kind of organization that I wanted to keep in one place. For most of my time as an adult, I've used these small agenda planners, based on the year, just a simple lineup of each day and just a little area to write down your to-do list. So without further ado, let's get started with my agenda history. Like most people, I started with the very simple day-to-day and monthly calendar planners. This is actually from 2009, so this was my last year at university. And this is probably what you're most familiar with. If you're watching this video, this is probably what you've been doing. I took a class on Civil War literature. Okay, it started at 12:30. And you can see I had to, for my English degree, read Wife of Bath's prologue. And it's just got like some random stuff in it. And so I did that for a long time. When I went to the Peace Corps, I used this planner for 2 years, and I actually split it in half. Sunday, Monday, that's 2 different years. And I did that for the whole thing. And it worked well enough, not particularly organized. And that's really what I did for every single year afterwards. It was just the same monthly planner. And I started to get more and more busy as, good things came my way. But it wasn't working out very well anymore because my calendar looked like this, just a mess of numbers and little notations. And my daily schedules had all kinds of boxes where I was trying to organize things, lists of meetings, lists of to-do activities, lists of home and work, all put together. And I didn't really know where I was spending my time. And that's why I decided to move to something that helped me visualize my days better. There was a specific point in my life where I decided that these simple spiral-bound day-to-day planners just weren't doing it for me anymore. And I was looking for something a bit bigger, something with more oomph and more space to write. And not only space, but space in my head, space for me to really think through my priorities, really think through my vision, think through how my day-to-day tasks and decisions are impacting and helping me reach my larger goals. As a new mother and a early businesswoman, I had a lot on my plate that I needed to balance. And that's why I diligently researched all of the wonderful planners out there and came across the Daily Greatness Journal. And so this is a good example of a day. It has your calendar where, I was meeting somebody named Abby at 5:30. I had my to-do list up here. I made sure I did my exercise. I did some meditation. Today I did 1,000 words of writing. I put together a presentation, and I taught my son a homeschool lesson. And I wanted to be, I am a healthy eater. I am creative, I am a mom, I have fun. To me, this is pretty clearly like I must have been mostly doing home stuff this day. And then on work days, I could outline it based on how I wanted that day to go. And each week you have a weekly check-in to think back through what you really enjoyed about the week, what you accomplished, what happened that you wanted to change, and help you visualize the next week. And then it goes back into the week again. And each day had a really nice full week. You also had your month calendars. Yes, still a bit full, but I felt like at this point in the planner, I was really getting to know myself. And then at the end of the year, it had a yearly breakdown. So I used that for one whole year, found a lot of value in it. The next year I came to it and I really was able to dive right in with the early prompts because I had done it before. The day-to-day was still working pretty well, but then I had some days here and there. I was in Chicago these days. One of the things that's really cool about having a planner is just all the things you forget in your life and being able to look back there and see, yes, Friday, March 29th, I was having fun in Chicago. It was still working for me well. I really enjoyed using it, but I felt I was looking more and more at my business than just needing some mindfulness prompts. And I had done a lot of work using these planners, thinking about how I wanted my days to feel, how I wanted to feel. And that's why I made a leap to the business planner. I used the Daily Greatness Journal for 2 years, and it changed my life. That's not even an exaggeration. Of course, I came with a willingness to look for a new difference and a new vision, and I put the practice in, working every day at the prompts and really thinking through what I wanted my life to be like and sticking to those values. But in essence, I don't think I would have gotten to the same place without this planner. So I highly recommend the Daily Greatness Journal. I switched to the business planner this year of 2020, and I thought that it would do the same for my business. So let's take a look inside that as well. I was really enthusiastic that the business planner would do the same thing for my professional life that it did my personal life. But after using it for a year, I found that I didn't use some of the things because I had a business plan, and the day-to-day, this really focuses on having a lot of meetings, and that's not really how I do my work. I'm a writer and I create online content and I want to do fun things with my kids. If I have a day full of meetings, that's not really what I'm looking to do. So if you do, maybe this will work well for you. But I found that at the end, I wasn't using the quarterly prompts, then I stopped doing the weekly, and then I was just using the daily to keep myself going. So we're looking at a decade's worth of agenda history, from starting in 2009 with these simple planners, and then 3 years of daily greatness planners. And so I came to another juncture in my professional and personal lives where I was looking to level up in my quest for this ideal vision that I had, a balance of work and life. And I felt that I had it within me this time. So that's why I chose to use agendio.com, which is a website where you are able to specifically determine and choose and select all of these wonderful features of the Agendio planner. So let's dive into that now. It's Monday, November 23rd. My Agendio just arrived and I am so excited. So I'm gonna open it up. And this is actually my first unboxing video. And I think if you're with me at this point in the video, you probably are as equally excited about agendas and planners as I am. So if you're not, here it is. Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. It's really heavy. Okay, so I always get obsessive over packaging just to make sure it's all in front of me. Okay, this is really cute. I chose this pattern for the front. I actually wasn't super impressed with the number of styles they had for their covers, but this one, Houndstooth is a classic. And I put my name on it, Rebecca. My name is spelled correctly. That's a big bonus. Let's open it up. Yeah, it's the perfect size for me. Pages feel really nice and soft. Oh, it has my custom colors. Okay, let's dive in. So you can see the cover. It's not really all that big. It's nice and square. I chose to do mine starting in January. I'm a big January 1st fanatic where I just want to get everything planned out all at once. Okay, so this is exciting. For each month, I put what I want this month to be, I'm looking forward to, and then 2 wrap-up questions. The best family thing was and the best work thing was. I really enjoy going back and looking at what I did this year. It's great making progress and setting goals for the future, but I also want to look back and appreciate things. What I got printed on my monthly calendars was birthdays, a few holidays that are important to me, and then on the side here it says live your vision. That's one of my mottos. There's a section books to read, things to try. I think a lot of people would probably put their goals in this section, but I have this after each month. And this is just a breakdown of the projects I work on. My writing, Conquer Books, Conquer Con, personal development, CRDF, I'm a volunteer board member of the Canadian Regional Development Fund, and Fox Cities Book Festival, I'm a volunteer board member for that too. Home, and then wellness. I thought this would be a good snapshot of each month. See what I'm working on and see where I'm balancing my time. And then it goes into the next month. And this was super exciting. I picked out a color, so pink for February, and it just follows this rotation all the way through the month. So my monthly spread, and then my projects in my goal setting section. Here's one of the first dates. It's Friday, January 1st of the year, and I have a section for my intention, what I'm really focusing on, and then the schedule for the day. My most recent planners had a lot of space for schedule, and I do have meetings and I do have appointments I need to keep track of, but it's not the bulk of my day. The bulk of my day is really focusing on my to-do list, but I also don't want my to-do list to get too long, so I kept it intentionally to just half the page. And then I have a section for notes, things to bring to these meetings, ideas I had, a doodle section for if I'm in a meeting. And so this really was what I was looking for by getting this agenda, like breaking down my days, what is going to help me keep track of things and what is going to really help me get the most done. Then you can see on the weekend days, I still have my intention. I don't have that many meetings on the weekends, mostly family events, so it's just broken to AM and PM, and then just a general section. And what was really great about this was you could decide how big each of these sections are. So if you are somebody who really focuses on your timetable, like that can be your entire page. Okay, so yeah, blue for January, pink for February, and okay, so this is the double spread of weekdays. Intention, schedule, to-do list, notes. Intentions, schedule, to-do list, notes. And that is pretty much the rest of the agenda. You could add different pages at the end to do with reflection, but really with my business plan and a couple of other tools I use, that's really where I do my in-depth reflecting on my goal setting and things like that. Here's all the way to the end of the year, December. And then it looks like there's just one odd page with some lines in the back. When I got this, it said soft cover because of how thick it is. And so I was expecting it to be really a soft cover, but it has this nice laminate piece over it that'll help protect it, help the corners from getting smushed. And that's on both the front and the back. And now, back to the future. I don't really know how this is going to work out next year. I have a very good feeling, and I feel like I know myself as a worker and as a mom, and I know the systems that I have in place that this is really going to do good things. But I also have a lot of support along with my planner. I think one of the reasons I was able to switch from something that helped me target those things that I'm looking to do in my life and my business is because I use a planner, yes, but I also have a business plan. I also have documents and notations of different tasks and larger goal setting for the entire year. Every December, I go through my business plan again. I set new goals. I update my, summaries of what I've worked on, how many pieces of fiction I've had published, what my income was this year. I set out all of my next goals and write down to the tiniest detail, like how many blog posts am I going to put up. And so having a business plan in relation with this is, I think, going to work very well for me. If you think that you are looking for something that provides a lot of guidance, I highly suggest these daily greatness journals. And actually, last year I convinced 3 of my best friends to purchase and use the daily greatness journals. So I am walking the walk, walking the talk, talking the walk. I am, I got to hear from them what their experience was, and of the 3 friends, 1 is really into doing the daily prompts and 2 are using it more occasionally, but it works really well because it's not a dated planner. You can pick up where you left off. And sometimes at work, if you have other systems within your work that are kind of keeping you on track and you're looking more for the mindfulness prompts, that can work just as well. I am going to put in the link below the referral links for Agendio and Daily Greatness Planners because I think they are really wonderful products that have really enhanced my life. It'd be great if I could make enough money to buy my next planner. Thanks for your help and thanks for watching today. Bye.